So, it's summer out and it's really hot. For my next concept, I'm dreaming of winter and my favorite animal, the penguin, and my favorite recipe, the chocolate cake.
I'm recording.
Are you sure you're recording?
I'm sure.
Okay. Let's make some chocolate cake for the third time. We filmed this twice already. The first time Brennan wasn't recording. The second time the file got corrupted. What happened? Something.
The camera died and it killed the file. We were done.
Stuff I don't understand. So that makes me know this is gonna be the most delicious chocolate cake I've ever made. So when you look at the ingredients for this, there are no dairy and there are no eggs, which means it's vegan if you use vegan sugar. If you want to, the milk alternative, you could use regular milk. It is up to you. So we're gonna start by getting all of our dry ingredients into the bowl. Don't spill. You know what I didn't get?
Oh, great.
The cocoa powder.
Okay, go get it real quick.
Oh wait, I do have it. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
Here you go.
It was just over there. The cocoa powder. We're gonna add some espresso powder here. This is not gonna make this mocha. It's actually just gonna bring out all the flavors in the chocolate. That in. And then our leaveners, because there's no eggs, is the baking soda and salt. This is gonna react with the acid in the cocoa powder and with the vinegar to cause our rise. So instead of sifting all this, I'm gonna put the whip on here and let this go while I get my wet ingredients together. So that's gonna get all of our lumps out. So I'm gonna add the vanilla to the water here, vanilla water. And then the vinegar I'm gonna put into the almond milk. And you may see this curdle a little bit because it's kind of making like a buttermilk. That's totally fine. Okay, we're gonna add our wet ingredients. I'm gonna add most of them. So I'm adding everything except for half of the water. It's gonna create like this really thick brownie batter and get all of the lumps out. So we'll do the milk here, the oil. Oh, she's straining. Half of the water.
That looks like rum.
Okay, we're nice and smooth. I'm gonna add the remainder of my vanilla water here.
Why is the rum gone?
Should try that once. Use rum instead of vanilla water and see what happens. I mean, it'll cook the alcohol out, but maybe it'll leave a flavor, I don't know.
We should make more boozy cakes.
Okay.
All right.
Brandon's like, that was easy. Okay, good there. I've got my pans here, 4 8-inch pans. They're each gonna take about 3 cups of batter, but I'm gonna put some parchment paper down here in the pan as I'm looking for it. I got it. We're not together today.
It's been a rough morning.
This is gonna keep the bottoms from sticking. They're already sprayed with pan spray. You could butter and flour them as well if you wanna go that route.
All right, super sexy slow-mo time.
Yeah. We're gonna bake these at 350 degrees for around 30 minutes. I'll check them at about 25. Sleep, baby, sleep. This cake has a pimple.
Oh, gross.
It's like when pepperoni pizza bubbles. Are you ready to see this deliciousness that took 3 different times to film?
Yeah, it better be really good.
Yes. All right. I've made this cake for, I don't know, 20 years now.
Never gets old?
No, that's the best one because it took so much pain to get it. I mean, am I such a cake nerd that I think that's super beautiful?
No way.
All right, I'm gonna grab my buttercream. We are going to fill this delicious chocolate cake with vanilla Italian meringue buttercream. By the way, all the recipes are at you'vebeenddeserted.com.
Didn't we show how to make this Italian meringue buttercream in one of the episodes?
Yes, you will learn how to make this Italian meringue buttercream on one of the episodes. We're not sure which one yet.
It just all looks so perfect and fluffy.
That's my job.
Feeling it so nice. This moment is so right. Speakers up high. Really I like on it all night, yeah.
I'm gonna give this 5 to 10 minutes in the freezer and then we're gonna shave the sides. All right. She's cold and ready to trim. We want this to sort of be like a dome that's gonna be covered in coconut snow.
Coconut snow!
Coconut snow!
This is the best kind of garbage cake.
Because you get a little bit of the buttercream.
Get a little buttercream
Yeah.
sandwich. It's like a sneak preview of what the cake's gonna taste like. What if you made an ice cream sandwich cake? So it looks like a layered cake, but it's made just like how you make your ice cream sandwiches.
That would be called an ice cream cake. So you didn't invent that, just so you know. It's gonna be a very simple cake because we're gonna put 3 like sculpted chocolate penguins on top, so I don't want the cake to be too dramatic. I want a penguin so bad. I don't think they'd like living in my den though.
I think it's illegal, but
Yeah, it totally is illegal.
Penguin King.
I mean, I think people would champion that more than they would having tigers.
What are you doing, Dario?
Hi, buddy. How's it going? You just checking in? There's our EP, Dario.
He's like, how's the shoot going, guys?
And then his assistant, Tater Tot's right here too. You can't see her.
They were all out of coffee, but they did have decaf. Okay.
They gave me a chair with my name on the back. It's gonna look kind of messy, but it's okay. This is just the crumb coat. That looks like the first cake I ever made. I was like, Mama, how did I do? All right, let's throw it in the freezer and then we'll do final coat. See, garbage cake for later when I feel sad. All right, she is firm and ready for a final coating. This is where we cover up all the chocolate. Although if you have a little showing, it's not that big of a deal because we're gonna cover this in desiccated coconut. Crumbs happen. That could be a new shirt. So I'm gonna do the sides with this guy, which is what I use for normal cakes. And then I'm gonna use this. This is for fondant. It's called a flexi scraper. I think flexi smoother, something like that. Anywho, this is really good for curved edges like this.
We are not sponsored by Flexi Scraper.
We're not sponsored by anything yet. That looks pretty good. Okay, we're gonna throw this into the freezer while we make our penguin. I have some modeling chocolate and I'm gonna make their baby, which I have a reference picture right here. A lot of times when I'm sculpting something, I like to either have the object or at least a picture. And these aren't gonna be hyper realistic. They're gonna be realistic in a sense, but kind of cartoony because I'm gonna sort of paint them afterwards. So I'm just gonna get the fat little body first. Once I get the shape, I'm gonna put some gloves on because my hands are really hot and modeling chocolate will stick to your hands or will get all melty. So if I put gloves on, I can slide through the chocolate really easily and it won't stick. Okay, so I got my shape here. They kind of got this little fat nuggety shape. They're gonna have little wings coming out. He's gonna be so cute. I'm not gonna worry about his feet so much. That's gonna be in the snow, but I want to get scale here. So I'm gonna put him next to his parents that are already made. She's looking down like, I love you. And he's like, get away from my kids. I don't think penguins talk like that.
Are you wearing a flamingo shirt making a penguin cake?
I wanted to wear a bird shirt. I don't have a penguin shirt.
Well, let's work on that, okay?
Hey, if anybody has a suggestion where I can get an awesome penguin shirt, put it down below. I'll buy all of them. So babies don't have fully developed beaks. So I'm just gonna make like a little nub for his beak.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna blend the chocolate into itself. Plus I'll create lots of hair so you really won't see it, but I wanna get it seamless first so it looks like his body and head are actually attached. Tickle, tickle. So now we're gonna do some fur. This is real easy. It's just little strokes. I can go in circles, kind of the illusion of fur. I don't really want the food to look hairy. Nice, he's so cute. I'll noodle the fur a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get his wings on. They're really, really short and nubby. But I'm gonna make sure they're both the same size by getting 2 equal pieces. And give them a little bit of texture and just the illusion of hair. I think I'm gonna noodle this guy for a little bit longer. And then we're gonna paint mama, daddy, and baby. So we're gonna do black first around his face and then sort of mix the white and black so we can make gray. So I'll take a little glaze, hydrate it. Aww, little button nose. He looks crazy, he looks like a clown. We're gonna paint his little mask here. It's gonna look a little crazy at first.
A little bit like a honey badger.
Yeah, their heads are super black, and then it sort of fades down into this like gradient gray color. So I'm just trying to get all the black on first, because it does look like they have little masks on. Man, baby penguins are really odd looking creatures.
It's just crazy how it looks so wrong, and then you get the color and the shape right, and you're like, your brain instantly is like, oh yeah, duh, baby penguin. You know?
You called it a honey badger.
It did look like a honey badger for a second. Little penguin pants.
We'll paint those guys black and he will be ready to go. So the parents are painted a similar way, but their coloring is a bit different because they don't have any gray. It's mostly black, but they do have some gradient, sort of ombre, orange, and yellow in them. So I'm gonna start with that, and then I'm gonna paint all of their black. It's snow time. So I have some desiccated coconut here. My dome is all ready to go. It's cold, but it's still sticky. I'm gonna coat the sides, then we're gonna get our penguins on there, and then I'm gonna like kind of dust the snow with a spoon. So that way I can control it a little bit better. So we're just gonna pick this guy up, just like you would coat a cake in sprinkles. Yes.
So snowy.
Don't you hate coconut, Brandon?
I do. It looks cool, tastes like sunscreen. Can you explain to everybody that your hands are actually clean? It doesn't look like you just fixed the truck.
I washed and washed and washed. It'll eventually go away. But yes, my hands are super clean. Okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna get them up on this kid. We ready, family?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna position my penguins, and then I'm actually gonna put some skewers in to support them. Daddy, Mama.
Don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Willie Nelson is not a sponsor of this show. Dude, cute as a button.
Okay, so let's do some skewers underneath. Make sure my hands are clean. Okay, so now I'm gonna add my snow. Aren't you cold? I'm freezing.
I am. Your flamingos on your shirt are like, what are those weird looking birds?
Look at their short little fat legs. We're so beautiful and elegant.
They're like the legit opposite of each other.
Gotta make it look beautiful for Instagram. It's like putting cheese on a pizza. She's ready to eat, my friends.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems.
Did you ever see something so cute you just want to drop kick it?
Yes.
Boom.
Can I?
No.
Oh.
So most of the cakes this season we donated to a shelter. This one is going to the neighbors because I'm sure they are hot too, because it is the middle of summer. You guys subscribe to us, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Let's go, penguins. They can't fly. They're flying. They're flying. They're flying. Let's go see the neighbors.
Keep going.
Out, so to speak. Come a little closer. Here's some exposure.